Hi everybody, Scrapchicky here. It's kind of late at night and my kids are getting ready for bed, or in bed, and I thought I would do, while was thinking about it, I thought I would do a quick tutorial on a video that I did recently. It was the tags that I did for Miss Velma on her image tag swap, and I had a couple people ask how I did it. I lost the first, I would say, like 4 minutes and 50 something seconds of that video to the editing gods. I don't know what happened to it, but I couldn't, for some reason, when I posted it to YouTube, that part didn't transfer over. And anyway, any of you who, I'm just not technical. I'm really not, and I don't, it's a wonder that I can even get some certain things done. What I do get done, it's amazing. So anywho, I couldn't explain it to you. All I know is that the first 4 minutes are gone. And so Miss Velma asked, and of course I can't refuse anything Miss Velma asked me. So Miss Velma asked, and a couple of other ladies asked if I could show it again. So since I can't get that 4 minutes back, I don't know. I can see it on my computer, but when I try to transfer it, it doesn't like me. Okay, so I'm just going to redo it. So first of all, what you need is just a tag. I did it on a tag, obviously on a tag. Chipboard would work, thick, lightweight chipboard or cardstock or heavy cardstock would work. Just be aware that whatever medium, whatever base you're going to use, it's going to come out a little bit different in terms of what the total or what the tone of the card is going to be. So let me just go on here. So I'm going to just use this little tag, shipping tag, and you'll need a paintbrush. I use paintbrush, and then, or you could use your finger if you don't mind getting all sticky. And then Mod Podge. And I used the glossy Mod Podge. You could use the matte finish. I haven't tried it with the matte finish, but the tags that I did, I used the glossy, and I really liked the way they came out. The other thing that you're going to need is the sewing pattern tissue. This is really just, I honestly don't know if I've seen somebody else do, I don't remember. I just was trying to think of ideas for Velma's swap, and this thought kind of occurred to me. I think I've seen it with masking tape, where people put masking tape to make it look like suede or like rocks, kind of. But anywho, this is with tissue paper, and I don't claim it to be my own. I don't know if, I'm sure there's probably a gazillion people that have already figured this out, but it was just something that I saw and that I thought was kind of, or that I thought of and I thought was kind of cool. So I'm sure if you look up YouTube videos on sewing pattern tissue or whatever, then maybe that somebody else has already done it. I didn't bother to check if there's somebody else, but. So what you do is you'll basically cover the tag with the Mod Podge, being mindful of the little hole. Oh, and I hear the kiddos. They are not in bed. Little stinkers. They heard me come downstairs and they probably thought it was safe to start chatting. Okay, so then I took a piece, the first layer that I put down is, I tried to get it on the like this spot right here that doesn't have any printing on it, and then maybe just like a corner with printing on it like that. And I don't put it down in any, like, try to completely flatten it out. You want the wrinkles and you want the kind of scrunched little look, and if the Mod Podge happens to dry, if you put the layer too thin, you can always just go back in there and push this out. And let me zoom in so you can see what the tag is starting to look like. And you want to probably use it on something like, here I have just a piece of scratch paper down below, so you can, it'll stick to your desk. I have Mod Podge all over my desk from doing the 20 tags. But you see how it's not completely flat, and that's kind of what you want to do. Oops, you don't want to see it that close. Okay. And then you can either wait for a little bit and wait for it to dry. I'm impatient. And I was impatient and I had to do 20 tags, so, well, let me tell you a funny story. Okay, so I have done Velma's swap a couple of times. I missed, the last time I did it was the October swap, and I think I showed those tags. They were adorable. And I didn't realize that there was more than, last time I did them, I guess I only had to do 12 tags. So this time, stupid, silly me, didn't bother to look at her blog and see if there was any changes to the requirements. So I was over here doing my 12 tags and got all excited, and I was like, hey Velma, look at me, I'm sending to you right on time and blah blah blah. She gets them and she's so sweet, and she's like, I only got 12 tags. And I was like, oh, well, how many tags was there supposed to be? And I sent her the email, and then I'm like, oh, shoot, I should go. And I went and looked on her blog, and of course, as big as Texas, there it is, it says 20 tags. And I'm like, oh, hi, so I better get my butt moving into making 8 more tags. And of course, sure enough, she emails me back, and she's like, I need 8 more from you. I'm like, okay, so sorry. Hold on, let me whip them out. And I did. I got them out as fast as I could. I felt so bad. I just feel like a total goofball. I don't want to feel, I hope I didn't hold up the swap. And if I did, ladies, and you're in my swap, I'm so sorry. I really am. I didn't do it intentionally. I wasn't trying to rip anybody off. It was just plain stupidity. Okay, back to the tag. So I just adding more Mod Podge onto the top, and then another kind of, if you can see, I'm just doing strips of Mod Podge, or strips of the tissue paper, and then adding more Mod Podge on top to keep it down, and also it'll adhere the next layer. And you can put as many layers as you want. I think on the tags that I did about 4 layers, because the tags that I used were actually some lightweight chipboard that were from the backs of paper packs. So the front part of the tag was actually white, and the back of it was the chipboard color. And I didn't want, I wanted to kind of cover it. I wanted the white background, but I didn't, I wanted to be able to, I added just a lot of layers. And it depends on what you're going to be adding to the tag, but I think what I did, the image, since it's an image swap, I did a big image of a key. You guys can go back and find the video if you're interested in seeing it, but it's a big image of a key, so I didn't want a lot, I didn't have a lot of the patterned print, that's on the pattern paper, on the pattern tissue. So it's really just, again, up to you. I'm sure this would work with regular tissue paper, maybe mix colors, or some of that tissue paper that's printed. You could probably even stamp on tissue paper, on the white tissue paper. You could stamp things, and then kind of, I think it'd be kind of cool to see the text stamped on tissue paper, and then just kind of like this randomly put together. I think that'd be kind of cool. Okay, so this is about as much as I'm probably gonna do. And then you'll just put that last layer of Mod Podge on there just to kind of seal everything together. This one's kind of dimensional. It's got a lot of wrinkles and folds and things like that, so that's not a problem. And then you just I let it dry. This Mod Podge, I think, it seemed to me that it dried fairly quickly. But then I just kind of hit it with my heat gun for just a little bit, and kind of far away with a good distance, so that it's not like heating it. Actually, it's more like fanning it, kind of, if that makes any sense. And then the smaller pieces that are on the edge, I waited until it was completely dry to go around and cut all of that off. So I will, I'm going to wait for this to dry, and I'll come back when it's dry, and I'll finish off the tag. Okay, so here it is, all completed, or all dry. And I will warn you, if you let it dry by itself, it does kind of start to curl a little bit. Since I was doing quite a few tags at once, I waited until they were, laid them all out until they were pretty well dry. And then I kind of stacked them all, together, and then I put them just under something heavy for a couple of, not even, like a half an hour maybe, and then they were, by the time I went back to them, they were all completely, flat. So that's an option if you have enough time to kind of do that. So then I take scissors and I cut off. Now that it's dry, it cuts off pretty well, pretty easily, and you get very little. Okay, and then what I did too, what you could do to kind of just get every last little bit, if you get extra mod. Say hi. You move your hands. You move your hands. Hi. Say hello. Hello. See? Nobody wants to hear you crying. Okay. Then I'm going to take my favorite color. Favorite color? Yeah, what color's that? Do you know what color that is? And then some... It's turquoise. Turquoise. Yeah, that's Mommy's favorite color, huh? Okay, hold on. We're gonna paint? We're not painting. I didn't paint. Oh my gosh, how frustrating. I can't get that out. Okay. I just wanted the sparkly one. Look at how pretty. Okay. Put that off there. Cut off some of that there. That tag. Okay. I'm playing with my phone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry if I was out of frame there for a second. I was trying to get the ribbon through the hole. One more time here. Mommy, you color? I colored it. You like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mommy, you color? I color a little bit. It fell down. Oh, okay. The end. And that's just my super quick tag. And I hope this tutorial is helpful. And I hope you guys like it. Thanks again so much for watching. Bye. Can you say bye? Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Good, I'm going to go to bed. Say, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, it's time for bed. See you guys.